Hello, Dr. Malka here. You're a Los Angeles-based chiropractor and acupuncturist. So my hamstrings are tight. Big deal. I've heard that from a lot of my patients through the years, and well, it is a big deal long term because hamstrings influence the low back, hips, and knees, and tightness can lead to low back issues as well as arthritis. The hamstrings are three muscles that cross two different joints, the pelvis as well as the knee. The job of the hamstrings is to bend the knee and extend the hip. So to stretch the hamstring, you'll need to move it into flexion, which is the opposite direction of its action. But before we stretch the hamstring, we'll want to relax the muscle with myofascial release. So one way to do this is with a tennis ball. Just bring it right underneath the buttocks, and you'll feel that bone right here. That's the ischial tuberosity. That's where the hamstring attaches. And that's usually an area of tenderness. So just roll onto the hamstring and then extend the leg and then bring the leg back. Drop it down maybe an inch or so. And again, feel that massaging in there. You can even rock back and forth. Extend the leg. That'll help create a little more pressure in there. And then relax. And then bring it down the whole muscle belly. And then extend the knee. That's a little bit tender for me. So if it's tender, just peel back and don't extend the knee. Just feel the pressure in the area. And again, you can bring the leg in and out to massage that whole muscle belly. And again, drop it down a little bit more. That's still a little sensitive for me. If it's not, again, extend the knee, but I'll go ahead and keep it flexed. And then rock it back and forth along that muscle fiber. Again, another inch, drop it down, and again, rock it back and forth. Actually, I think in this case I can extend it. It's not quite as sensitive. And just bring the leg back and forth, allowing the ball to roll across that muscle. The second tool we could use is, of course, my favorite, the Theracane. And once again, this is going to be a little more pinpointed. Find that bone, drop it off, and you're going to use torque to push into that area. And you can also extend the knee if you'd like to increase that release of the muscle. Bringing it down, using torque to come up, massaging that muscle, either while the leg is flexed or extended. Bring it down another inch. And use that torque along that muscle. Once again, if you want to, you can bring the leg back and forth, creating cross-fiber friction along the hamstring. Now that the hamstring is loosened up, let's begin our stretches. The first three I'm going to show you are standing stretches. You can do these at work. Sometimes you can't lay on the floor when you're at work. So the first one is just to put the heel on the ground, legs straight, back straight, bend over. If you feel like you need to hold on to something, that's fine, but I encourage you to try it without holding on, because then you're also practicing your balance, which is really important, especially as we get older. Now, if that's not challenging enough, you can then put your foot on a chair, toes to the nose, back straight, legs straight, and just hinge forward. And again, if you need to, you can hold on to something. And hold this for anywhere from 10 seconds to 30 seconds. And then if you want a little more of a challenge, you can put your foot up on a table or the back of a couch. And again, back straight, bending forward, toes to the nose. And hold this for a nice 30 seconds. And you might even feel a little calf stretch in there. That's fine. That's a bonus. The next two stretches are to be done on the floor or a bed. So just tuck the one leg in, straighten the other, nice tall straight spine, rotate towards the leg and drop down. And you can even roll your back and bring your head to your knee. Once again, hold that for 10 seconds to 30 seconds. And then the other side. Bring the leg in. If this is difficult for you, if you're really stiff, you could just relax the leg. It doesn't have to be all the way into the body. Straighten the spine rotate towards the foot, and drop down. And you'll even feel this a little bit in the back as well, but our goal is to really feel that in the hamstring. The final hamstring stretch, and probably my favorite, this is a stretch against resistance, which is really the best way to stretch. So you can get a belt, a dog leash. I just happen to have a yoga belt here. Put it at the ball of the foot. Bend the other leg to protect your low back. Bring the knee up to your nose. And then the resistance part is you're going to lock the knee and push down, but you're not going to change the range of motion. You're going to have the foot up here like so, and then push down in this direction. And again, you're not changing the range of motion. Push for 10 seconds. Release. Try to bring the leg up a little bit more without bending the knee. Once again, push with the knee straight, bringing it as if you're going to bring it down to the floor or the table. For 10 seconds, relax, bring the knee further up. And if you can just grab your calf and do that as well, you can do that. So here I'm holding the calf, locking the knee and pushing against my hands with the legs straight. So let's try that with the other foot. Again, put the strap around the ball of the foot. Other knee is bent, perfectly straight. Bring the knee to the nose and then push as if you're going to drop the leg down, but you're not changing the range of motion. Again, relax. See if you can bring it a little bit closer. Locking the knee, pushing against the strap, aiming the heel down towards the floor. And the arms should just be relaxed. And again, if you have a little more flexibility, you could just reach behind the calf and do the same thing. Push against the hands. Relax. Bring the knee to the nose. And once again, push against the hands. And those are your massage techniques as well as stretching to relax the hamstrings. We will be launching a new YouTube video every Wednesday and Friday at 3 p.m. And I'll be available for any questions you have or suggestions for future videos.